Jim Rohn once said, if you want to be wealthy, study wealth. If you want to be happy, study happiness. So when I started looking at this concept of what is it to be great, I decided I probably should study greatness. So the first thing I looked at is, who does the world call great? You look at history, it's loaded, the history book is loaded with what they call great people. Men and women from the past who reached out and grabbed for greatness. People like Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, Cleopatra, Napoleon Bonaparte, Adolf Hitler. All great men who changed the world around them. Then there's those who had greatness thrust upon them. People like Churchill and Roosevelt in World War II. People like Gandhi changed India, took India back from British rule. People like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks in the 60s, who changed a society and brought new ways of thinking to the United States and beyond. There's famous people, movies, music, sports. So is greatness defined by world-changing acts, fame, or notoriety? When I started to look at that, it kind of upset me a little bit. Because if that's the definition of greatness, it kind of excludes me. See, I have no desire at all to rule the world, or even my little part of it. Each of you can take care of yourself. I don't need to rule over any of that. And I certainly would not desire to live through something, a circumstance that would thrust me into a place where I had to be great or die. I don't want to live through that. So why did I start even looking at this? If I don't feel that I have that greatness within me, why am I looking at this? Like Kylie said, start with why. It was really important for me to define for myself, why am I doing this? Part of it, for myself, just knowing that I'm put here for more than just to exist. Existence isn't enough. There's more. So what is it? And honestly, the biggest part of the why I started looking at greatness is sitting right here. See, if I never reach for greatness, will you or your brothers ever believe it's possible for you? And by extension, each one, every one I come in contact with, if I never reach for something beyond myself, how do I inspire you or you or you? So once I really had the why, and I'm looking at what the world defines as greatness, I don't have any desire for that type of greatness. So for myself, I found I needed to redefine what greatness is. So I realized that for 50-some years, one of my greatest fears was having the opportunity for greatness and falling short of great. And as that fear, you don't even try. You just sit back and exist right where I didn't want to be. In my research, I came across one definition of greatness that I really loved, and I tweaked it a little bit for myself. So true greatness is shown through the way you positively impact the lives of others. Now that I can do. That is something that I strive for every day. It's for those who, like Les Brown, stood up and said in front of the Georgia Dome, 50,000 people, "I will not quit until I win." Or somebody like Lisa Nichols, who said, "I was willing to die to the person I was to birth the person I was becoming." And in those moments, in that statement, they were able to overcome the pain that was holding them back. And they found their purpose, which unlocked that greatness that was within them. So every day I ask myself, how can I positively affect somebody today? And in that statement, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. In that statement, I can honestly say the only significant difference between me and somebody who touches thousands of lives every day is just scale. They have a larger stage than I do yet. But that's why I'm here. That's why I study the greatness. That's why I study speaking. The better I can become at whatever I do with most passion, the larger the stage I'm going to find myself on, and the more people I can positively affect. Which leads me to my last point. You, all of you. How do you access your greatness? Because you all have it in you. I've seen it. You're here. That tells me you're reaching for something more. You all have a story to be told. Your story is not meant to be your fortress. Your story is meant to be your fuel. So as I close, I want you, each of you, to take a deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And feel that heartbeat. It's there. Right there. There's that greatness. Within each one of you, and all you have to do is reach in past the voices who told you who you're not. Past that story that you're telling yourself of why you can't. All you have to do is reach in and let it out. Thank you.